Hey, look who's there. Mike Love. Hey, don't shake my hand.
Hey.
I heard you had a cold. How you doing, man? All right, wait a second. I thought you had a cold. I thought you have the sniffles. That's why you need tissues. Just sit down. I don't want to shake your hand. All right, then. Hey, who's the guy with you? Is that Brian Wilson?
No, they're not traveling together.
Who's that?
Ron Alexenberg.
Hi, Ron.
He's the guy that brought us Milli Vanilli as well.
Yeah. Oh, that was you, huh? Yeah. I never got you back for that. All right.
Yes, Ron's a good friend of ours.
Hey, Mike.
Back when. Hi,
how you doing?
Howard. I'm doing.
Mike Love, of course, of the legendary Beach Boys.
Of course.
Yeah.
Man doesn't fool around. He knows. Well, first of all, Mike's always involved in a million things. Always.
He's a busy man. He keeps himself busy.
The thing is here now. Hi.
When he's not touring, he's suing. When he's not suing, he's touring. And when he's not suing and touring, he's making speeches. What do you want? Let's do that first.
Now,
Let's go through the speech. You promised.
I did promise, but you ought to lighten up on that. I didn't meditate that morning.
Oh, come on. Was that the problem?
That was absolutely the problem.
I always thought you had too much to drink that night.
Oh, no way.
When you made the big speech.
No. I was sitting with Muhammad Ali that night, so I got all worked up, you know.
Is that what it was? You wanted to say something wild? And
wild and crazy.
Can we interpret it now?
I said, Salam Alaikum.
Right. Can we get it over with now?
Do you want to play some part of it? Or
let me play part of it, and you
can play the whole speech, but it went on for
a beautiful speech.
No. We're going to play part of the speech.
Part of the speech.
And then we'll stop it when we have questions.
When I called Mick Jagger CS to tour with the Beach Boys? You can play that part?
Yeah.
You can't play that on the air.
No, we can't play that part. We can't play that part. What is it? Wait, let me see if I have it here. Here it is. Mike Love. Hey, I'm going to play. It's only 2 minutes and 45 seconds the part I want to go over with you. I love this. When Mike got up and made this speech, the next day we were on the air with this. This was at the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, right?
It certainly was. This is a few years ago.
Yes, you were being inducted.
On this?
Yeah, and let's just say that Mike is a, very spiritual man, very intelligent man, but he was out of his mind this night.
I tell you, I did not meditate my normal time that morning. I got interrupted. I was talking to Muhammad Ali. I got all worked up. Here's Muhammad Ali, who's worked off a lot of people over the years, getting all into the fight. So we went there that night with Muhammad Ali, and then I was thinking, I'm sitting in the middle of this room where everybody in it is. I mean, there's the highest concentration of thieves known to mankind.
It was the whole record, and you're upset with the record industry, so you went
All these attorneys who all charge money to keep their clients away from each other and cause problems, like witness, i.e., the Beatles, right?
Right.
Paul McCartney didn't show up that night because he had a lack of a misunderstanding with the Lennon estate, and a few other things. And, so I mean, all these guys do is keep the artists away from each other.
See, this is sounding a lot like the speech.
Because he was into, he was talking about Paul, he was talking about Diana Ross, he was into everybody.
You were out of your mind that night because you had a lot. You weren't out of your mind. You had a lot on your mind, and it all came out at once.
I was thinking, why couldn't this Rock and Roll Hall of Fame stand for something rather than just a bunch of egos and why are all these people here keeping their artists apart? Or how many artists out there touring have been, or died, or had all their stuff taken by the IRS? Meanwhile, they're supposed to have intelligent people guiding.
Can I ask you a question?
Yes.
Will you explain what you just said before you explain the speech?
Because I don't remember.
Wait a second.
Howard, you're right. Howard,
I don't remember anything about lawyers.
Howard,
I don't know. Mike is on fire. I know he's on fire.
I will do my best.
All right. Let's explain the speech first. All right. Okay. Hold on.
Good.
All right, here we go.
All right.
Mike Love, the legendary night. He's at the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. Everyone in the room, big stars all in the room.
He's supposed to be accepting an award.
Right, and he's pissed off. You were pissed off, true?
I was a little worked up. I wasn't pissed off. Well, yeah, I was pissed.
All right, here we go. The legendary Mike Love accepting his award.
You heard from Cousin Brian the reason why we started making music and the reason that keeps us going. And it sounds corny, but you can hear it in the harmonies, those of you who are musicians. And the reason why people like the Beach Boys is because we love harmony. We love music and we love harmony. And we love all people, too.
All right, so far I'm okay. Everyone okay?
Everything's cool.
Mike, you okay?
Why
Understood.
are you interrupting and editorializing when I'm
sorry?
Did you do that with Martin Luther King?
No, absolutely not.
Okay, go ahead.
During the I Had a Dream speech, I talked to Robin the whole time. All right, here.
Kept stopping it.
Kept stopping it. Okay. All right, so far we're okay. It's a little heady, I mean, in terms of public speking, it was...
Just because I didn't say the F word?
No, don't say the F word. All right.
I'm not going to say it.
When I went to school, high school, my cousin Brian and I would jump over the fence, ditch class, we'd go surfing. Now, we couldn't surf very good, but it was a whole lifestyle thing. We would listen to the music, the R&B music of the time. And some of our favorite records were...
All right, come on. You're getting a little...
What?
It's getting a little wild now.
Well, am I getting wild?
A whole lifestyle?
You mean it could be...
Mike just shot me a look when I laughed at his speech.
No. You can laugh at anything you want. I mean, you know you can. I mean, this is your domain here.
All right, okay.
But what was wild about that? White guys listening to R&B or something?
Yeah, I don't know. I'm not sure where the whole... The speech has now hit a bunch of topics. You were surfing, listening to R&B. Okay, all right. I'm with you, though. I'm with you.
It was a battle of the right versus left hemisphere.
I know. Okay.
You know, the stream of consciousness kind of thing. And besides that...
but are you okay so far, Rob? You don't have any questions?
Well, he's beginning to go off.
Yeah, okay. Let him go off a little.
Because,
I did go off
he gets to the thing of the lifestyle. We used to go down to the beach and surf. We weren't very good, but it was a lifestyle.
Right. He was into a lifestyle, and they would listen to R&B music. So they're at the beach. So I understand it so far. Mike, I understand it so far. You're at the beach, you're surfing, and you're digging the lifestyle, and you listen to R&B music.
Well,
go ahead. That's it. That's what you said. Okay, all right, take it easy.
In fact, Kokomo came from Smokey Joe's Cafe indirectly.
Understood.
Aruba, Jamaica, wow, at Smokey Joe's Cafe. One day when I was eating beans at Smokey Joe's Cafe.
Like, okay, gotcha.
Aruba, Jamaica, ooh, I want to take you to Bermuda. See?
Yeah.
It's the same thing.
Same thing.
Beat-wise, vibe-wise.
Cool.
All right.
You got to explain everything to me.
I hope we got that on tape.
I got that. All right, here it is. So what you were trying to say is, hey, look, man, we weren't good surfers, but we sang about surfing and the vibe. Okay?
That's right.
All right.
I'm glad you see. I didn't understand that.
It's like Rock Hudson.
He went from harmony to...
Rock Hudson did heterosexual love scenes, but he wasn't no heterosexual, right?
No, I wouldn't know.
I don't understand you now.
No. What he's saying is you don't have to be a surfer to get into the surf vibe.
There you go.
It's like Rock Hudson say, look, I don't have to be, a heterosexual man in order to make love here on screen to Doris Day.
A heterosexual man. Okay.
Right. Okay.
The thing is, interestingly enough, Surfing USA was #1 in New York City.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
And it was, in other words...
Cousin Brucey? Remember Cousin Brucey? Back when?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I sure do remember him.
He loved Surfing USA, and he hated Good Vibrations, he told me, when he first heard it.
He's a dink. Don't even listen to that idiot.
I'm talking...
He's a dope. Do you think he knows anything? He is so dopey that he doesn't know anything. For him to comment on your music...
It's a sin that you had to even listen to him and consider him.
Can you imagine? Cousin Brucey is a guy who spins platters, and he's going to sit there, that pompous ass, and tell Mike Love what he likes. Because he spins the records. I had something to do with your record, I played it on the radio.
Right.
Shut up, you jerk. You didn't do anything.
Well, he did get to like it after a while, he said.
Didn't he call himself the third Beach Boy because he couldn't count? Nitwit.
No,
how dumb is Cousin Brucey? Tell everyone. When you talk to him, would you rather talk to a coconut or Cousin Brucey? Because you had your choice. You had two things in a room, Cousin Brucey and coconut. What would you talk to?
Gee, I don't know.
He knows. He knows it would be a coconut.
No. I've talked to Cousin Brucey, and I don't have the same problem with him that you do.
I don't have a problem with you. I'm just saying he's stupid.
No, Brucey is my man. He's not stupid.
Really?
Well, I mean, I'm here trying to be a nice guy.
Hey, listen, let me tell you something.
Your job is you can be anything you want.
Hey,
my job is to be a nice guy.
You're one of the Beach Boys.
I might freak out and rat out the whole federal justice system.
When are you going to do that?
What?
When are you going to do that, rat out the whole federal justice system?
When am I going to do
When are you going to stand up and rat everyone out? Finally.
At the next awards dinner.
He does it at awards dinners.
Get me started.
No, Cousin Brucey is so stupid. I'll tell you how stupid this guy is. Brian Wilson loses him in conversation.
Oh.
All right? Let me tell you something, okay? There you go.
Now, that's not a side.
You tell me.
That is cold.
All right, here we go. Let's get back to your speech. Let's get back to your speech.
All right, back to the speech.
This is the moment I've been waiting for. Mike Love explaining his Rock and Roll Hall of Fame speech. All right.
Doo-wop type of deals, and there you go again with harmony. And I think it's wonderful to be here tonight, but I also think it's sad that there are other people who aren't here tonight.
Good.
And those are the people who have passed away. Those are the obvious ones. but the other not-so-obvious ones...
Wait a minute. Were you angry at the people who were dead?
Yeah, I thought Mike was angry that people had died and not shown up at the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame.
What I was angry about is all the disenfranchised people who have made beautiful music throughout the years who died penniless or broke.
I see.
You never said that.
Well,
you left that part out.
I wasn't allowed to because Mr. What's his name, Bill Graham, told Paul Schaefer to play the band real loud and get me off the stage before I hit my punchline, which was coming up later.
That's nice of him.
All right. Well, this wasn't quite clear why because it just sounds like you're mad at people for dying.
Hey, Bill Graham won't be at any more award ceremonies to rush Mike Love through his speech.
That's
right. He won't be back.
Ooh, cold.
Yeah, there you go.
But anyway, But
I remember at this point in the speech, the Supremes were so confused they started hugging each other. Remember that? No, that was a moment.
That's one of the problems.
Right.
Diana Ross didn't even show up, even though Berry Gordy was being inducted.
Okay, let's get back to the tape.
That's cold shot.
Okay, all right. Now you're explaining yourself. It makes sense. Right, Robin?
Yeah, but come on.
Yeah.
And I really wanted to see Paul McCartney there.
Let's get back to the tape.
You're inducting the Beatles without Paul McCartney?
All right, hold on. But he wasn't there. Hold on.
Induct him another time.
Well, let's see the tape.
Okay. Like Paul McCartney. Who couldn't be here tonight because he's in a lawsuit with Ringo and Yoko. That's what he sent a telegram to some high-priced attorney in this room, Now, that's a bummer, because we're talking about harmony, right, in the world. If we can't get it together in America and in England in harmony within our groups... I mean, believe it. You can believe it that these boys have their own intestine or whatever you call it, squabbles.
Wait a second. Now, hold on. See, I thought that night you were mad at Paul McCartney.
No, not at all.
See, didn't it come off like he was angry at Paul McCartney?
Yeah, I thought he was angry at Paul.
But you were angry at Yoko.
I have never been angry at Paul.
You were angry at Yoko.
No.
Yes, you were.
I was pointing the problem where the problem lies, which is the people who keep people apart.
Now, wait a second. You were saying that you're mad... Let me get this straight. You're saying, hey, look, how can we all be harmonious if even the groups can't get together?
And I thought that was a little...
But the internecine got me. Now, why did you use the word internecine? What is the word, actually?
Internecine.
What is it?
Internecine.
Internecine?
Well, I don't know. It sounds like a product that you ought to be selling, though.
See, I thought you were saying intestine. I didn't know what the hell you were saying that night.
Family squabbles.
All right.
That would have been a better word to
What's
use.
the word?
Internecine.
Mm-hmm.
So why'd you go for that word? Why didn't you just say family squabbles? That was a big mistake that night.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
Because you were showing off because you know so many big words.
No.
No?
No, I just meant, family. The Beach Boys are family.
And how come the Beach Boys can't get along? Well, the Beach Boys weren't at the award.
I think the Beach Boys get along okay.
But you and Brian don't?
No, Brian and I
because you're suing each other. Oh, you're not suing each other?
I have brought a lawsuit, and it's... right. I'm sitting. If I weren't here, I'd be in federal courthouse down in downtown L.A.
No, I'm glad you're here.
Right around the corner from the O.J. production.
Yeah. So
where are my satellites?
Yeah.
Yeah. Where are your towers?
Hey, you're in court. Where is everyone?
Yeah,
that's right.
Exactly.
So wait a second, Mike.
Pardon?
You are saying, all right.
I thought it was kind of pretentious to say, if our rock groups can't get it together,
but he's
then
right.
How's the world going to get it together?
That's the point. If a stupid rock band can't get it together.
Well, that's just the point.
You know what I'm saying? And how come no one ever gets mad at Ringo? He was busting tables that night. That's why everyone felt bad for him. I thought you were going to start yelling about Ringo. Ringo's available.
Yeah.
All right. So your point was, now we can make it clear.
My point was...
McCartney should be there.
Should have been there.
Who was keeping them apart? Yoko.
Diana should have been there to give the
award to Berry Gordy.
Yes, she should have presented it to him.
So when you try to make this speech...
Yes.
What's his name? Phil Graham is over in the corner. Bill Graham is over in the corner screaming at you, get off.
Well, basically, more or less, he had Paul Schaefer. You know who he is. So that.
You hate Paul Schaefer?
No,
you don't.
I don't hate Paul Schaefer.
All right.
We just did that show. The Letterman show.
Oh, you did?
And we did a month or so ago. We sang the top 10 countdown.
Oh, all right. So everybody gets along there.
It was unbelievable.
I bet your Mike's got a whole bunch of people he hates. He just won't tell us.
But he's trying. See, this is what he was saying. This is essentially
he's trying to get along with everyone.
Even though you have squabbles, you should still be able to come together.
No. We have had our differences over the years. This is true. But the thing is, this lawsuit is not about me versus Brian. See, Brian is in a conservatorship.
Right.
He can't even control any of his own money, really, when it comes down to it.
No, here's what it's about. Let me say what it's about.
Let me tell you what I thought it was about.
Well, I'll tell you what it is about. You don't have to tell you what you think about. Here's the deal. So the Beach Boys had a bunch of hit songs, obviously. Everyone knows that. Lots of hits.
And there was lots of money.
Lots of money. The publishing now is worth about $400 million.
No, $40 million.
All right, $40 million.
Yeah, but nobody has that.
Okay, now hold it. So, Mike says, hey, listen, I wrote some of these songs with Brian.
Right.
This is his point. I wrote some of these songs.
A lot of them.
But my name never got on any of the songs because
Murray Wilson.
Brian's father, Dad, used to put Brian's name on them.
Well, he took, it's a whole...
That's your claim.
No, it's the truth.
No, I mean, I'm saying, but that's what you're claiming in court.
Well, yeah, that's one of the claims.
Right. This is your uncle.
My Uncle Murray took the songs from Brian, unbeknownst to me. Brian always told me, hey, I'll have IMC of tunes. I didn't know what publishing was when I first started.
You were a kid. You didn't know any of this. You didn't know it was worth anything.
I was working 20 years old, working 2 jobs. Had one a little daughter and one on the way soon. And what did I know from publishing? I was a sheet metal apprentice and a gas station attendant.
This was new to you.
So yeah, very new.
So all right.
So Brian's father knew a little bit more about it.
So Brian's father takes the publishing.
Yeah.
And he sells it off.
In 1969, he sold it to a division of Alpert and Moss, A&M, Herb Alpert and Jerry Moss. Their record company has a publishing division, and now the Sea of Tunes songs, which is a pretty good name for the Beach Boys songs, is in Irving Music.
Okay, so the point is, here's the point, because you look confused.
Yeah. Because your name wasn't on them anyway.
Yeah. So here's the point.
Well, my name was on Fun, Surfing Safari, Surfing, Good Vibrations, Darlin'.
Your name was on them.
Oh,
yeah, it was on.
Okay, good.
Okay.
Yeah.
I thought your name.
But he's saying that his name was left off a lot of other songs.
But my name wasn't on California Girls, I Get Around, Be True to Your School, Help Me Rhonda, and a couple others you might have heard of.
Okay, so here's his point. He's saying, okay, hey, if Brian turned over his publishing to his father, I didn't turn over anything.
Right.
And somebody bought it.
So
and
why
I've never seen
Brian?
it. What?
Why are you suing Brian?
Because he's got to get Brian to admit that he wrote those songs.
Correct.
That's number one he's got to do.
Because his attorneys are keeping him from doing it.
Right. And why, I don't know, because what's the difference to him? He sold off his publishing anyway.
Well, he got $10 million in a settlement deal with... Brian got $10 million.
And you didn't get anything.
Well, Brian's attorneys so far have gotten over $7 million of that $10 million.
Wow.
Yeah, and
really?
And they stiffed me, although they told me I was going to get a third of the recovery.
So the guys who wrote the songs don't get any of the money.
Well, Brian
Brian doesn't get any, and you don't.
Less.
Right.
I have zilch. The people,
so who are you suing? Are you suing the attorney? You're suing Brian?
No, I have to because he's the co-author.
Does Brian care that you're suing him?
Of course he cares.
So he's not talking to you?
He's not allowed. Excuse me. Brian's not allowed to talk to me.
Oh,
wow.
He's controlled by these people.
Wow.
He was controlled by Dr. Landy at one time.
Right.
Yeah, because I heard. Didn't you sue him too?
I didn't.
No.
But
you want some water?
There was where's that hot water?
Hey, Gary, bring in some water.
Hot water.
Hot water, that's what I'm drinking. Hot water.
Hot water.
Here, take one of mine.
Thanks.
Here, I just got this.
Okay, good. You didn't...
no, I didn't drink from it.
Okay, good.
That's all right. And believe me, I'm clean as a whistle. Yeah, nothing to worry for me. People worry. They look me over, they're worried about what I got.
Well,
I got nothing.
Look at you now with the hair all over your face.
Me and you, we drink hot water, right?
That's
right, pal?
That's
yeah,
correct.
Exactly.
It's an Ayurvedic.
That's right. We know what we're doing. Here we go.
But I thought that you had sued because of the book.
Well,
When the book was written, they also didn't say anything about you participating in the writing of some of the songs.
How many damn suits you got going on right now? That's what I want to know. What's the exact amount?
Well, I don't think it's going to be over for a while.
You got to get some money. That's the basic thing.
Yeah.
Yeah. So keep making a point about it. They'll settle some dough with you.
I'm making more than a point. In fact, I'm not interested in settling.
Right. You want to prove that you are the author of those songs.
Number one, but right. Brian has already said that. He's already admitted it in testimony.
Oh, he has. Yeah. All right, so then it's an open and shut case.
Well, maybe. So the legal system is so weird.
So in other words, what you're saying is you could recoup all of the publishing.
No, I didn't say that.
Oh.
I said I'm entitled to a portion of what Brian got because of the fact that if I look, California Girls is
he's entitled to any monies that were made off of the publishing because he never sold his rights.
Well, that's what I'm saying. He should still be a co-owner.
Did you ever sign a piece of paper to Murray saying that he has the right to sell off your publishing?
Heavens, no. However, we see that's the complicating thing. There's a guy named Abe Somer who was a big-time record industry attorney who happened to be on the board of directors of A&M Records, who also at the same time represented the Beach Boys. And when I complained back in 1969 to our then business manager, Nick Grillo, who works now at Paramount Studios, that, hey, Murray shouldn't have the rights to sell it. He was going to convey his interest in the Sea of Tunes catalog to us.
Are you calling all these people into court?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, you are?
Oh, yeah.
So you're in the middle of that right now. So what's this costing you to sue everybody?
Well, I'm not calling Abe Somer into court because their insurance is Mitchell Silverberg and Nutt, the attorney's law firm for Abe Somer, has settled. They paid money, some to me and a lot to Brian.
Right.
Yeah, but that does not take care of the problem between Brian and myself.
I see.
I see. All right. I got you.
See, because I still haven't been given credit
for the songs you wrote.
Yeah, going forward even.
Yeah.
Forget about the past.
It's history. You wrote those songs. You want some credit.
How about California Girls being the #1 most performed song in the catalog, the one that's made the most money? It's like played every day on thousands of stations around.
And it kills you that hey, listen, it would drive me crazy.
Oh, sure.
I would kill myself.
Try singing that song for 30 years in a row, 100 some odd times a year, and it's no delight. If you start thinking about it, I don't think about it. I think about the pleasure that
I know what you think about. This guy gets laid more than anybody.
Oh. He sings the song. He's got to pay somebody else.
Well,
I know. Yeah, every time you sing it, you got to pay somebody.
Are you talking? You
recently got married.
Yes, I did.
Hey, thanks for inviting me. He invited me to his wedding.
Invite you.
He did.
Yeah, you should have done a live remote.
Yeah, but how could I be there?
No, actually,
it was like in Hawaii or something.
No, it was Lake Tahoe.
Yeah.
Well, that's a little closer.
Isn't that near Hawaii?
No, close.
That's
it was like one of those deals where that would have been really cool. If I had a normal life where if I was a kind of celebrity that didn't have a 9-to-5 job. No, I couldn't.
Weather friend.
No, I know I can't go to that.
Did you
on
get
Sunday,
married
what?
I can't go.
Sunday, the 24th of April.
Yeah, but I got to be back to do a radio show.
You could have taken a red eye.
Maybe I should have done.
There was private jets there. I mean, come on.
He had like a whole thing arranged. Like you get to go. First of all, it's kind of funny because Mike's been married like 900 times.
No,
just
5. Just a few less.
Well, how many? 4?
This is my 6th.
All right, 6th wedding. But how cool is it that he sent me an invite to be it was like what, you get married on a beach somewhere or something?
Well, in a beautiful estate overlooking Lake Tahoe. It was fabulous.
Were there cool people there? Were there celebrities?
Cool. Who
was there?
Well, our friend John Stamos was there, but not a lot of celebrities. I wasn't into a big celebrity thing. In fact, we specifically told all those Inquirer, this and that and the other thing magazines that I couldn't care less if they were there. So
right.
Yeah.
So the thing was.
But I'm sorry, but I shouldn't say that. I think those are great informational.
So I got invited to like a celebrity wedding, which was kind of cool, but I couldn't go to that.
Yeah.
How can I go to that?
You could have gone if you'd have really.
And how old was that girl? She was like a 20-year-old or something, right?
No,
excellent.
You read in the Star. That I was 60, been married 9 times, and she was 20 or something. That was in the Star.
Oh. So how old was she? But she's a young girl, right? I mean, she's some hot piece of ass, if you don't mind me saying that.
Well, that figures, Stern would. I was wondering why he was going to snap,
Oh, come on. You love women.
Sternism. Yeah, I do.
He's married 6 times.
And that doesn't even account for all the women he's dated.
How do you deal with each time you got to give up all that money every time you get married?
That's why he's suing Brian.
You do a prenup thing? He's got to get some money going. Seriously, I mean, a lot of your fortune has gone out the window, right?
No. Actually, I've been very fortunate to have been married to, in the most part, some really great ladies.
Right.
You didn't take anything.
No. I wouldn't. It's not. There's taking and there's giving. There's giving, there's taking, there's giving and giving.
Right.
I mean. I haven't.
So you're still pretty well off. I mean, and then now you got to sign a prenup, right? This recent wife signed a prenup, I hope. No? Are you... Hello?
Well, Mike, you don't expect it to last, do you?
Anybody home? You don't expect you got to go into marriage saying this might not last.
How long
we did premarital counseling. We have I swear.
Yeah, okay,
we have an understanding worked out and everything like that.
What's the understanding?
Tell me the understanding.
None of your business.
No, I want to know it. No, come on.
Does it have anything to do with you being on
I hope she's a lawyer.
No, not that kind of understanding.
And you've been faithful?
Yeah.
You have?
Absolutely. Yeah, Jacqueline. May I say that my wife's name is Jacqueline?
What is she, an aerobics instructor or something?
No, she's
a model.
She's a registered surgical nurse. When I met her in the bikini contest at
right?
the Shorebird in Hawaii.
She was in a bikini contest?
The Shorebird Hotel in Hawaii.
The nurse in the bikini contest.
She also dances with the Beach Boys cheerleaders.
Oh, yeah.
She has a degree in biochemistry and that's her major. And her minor is higher mathematics.
She's never been in a magazine naked or anything?
Oh. No.
Oh, man,
no,
but she could be,
not
right?
so far.
She's beautiful.
But I don't have a publishing company like that yet.
Right. That's next. No kidding.
Yeah. She's a great lady. We were out at the...
How long do these marriages generally last?
These marriages?
Yeah.
I don't know how long.
You get bored. I mean, you know what it is. You can have any
How
woman.
long was your last one?
How long was the previous marriage? A year?
I don't even remember.
Come on.
Come on. Mike, come on.
No, that's... You see...
Less than 5 years?
There's always an explanation.
Wait, no, I've been with Jackie 7 years now. 7 years.
Someone told me that
a 6-year-old little boy named Brian Love.
Oh, really? No, that's kind of weird, right?
Weird.
You named him after Brian.
Is that weird?
Is it?
It's not weird to me. Because I love Brian Wilson, and I love my little boy, and he reminds me a little bit. Sometimes he sings falsetto.
Right.
He has a certain stance.
Now, what about the marriage? I think it was your fourth marriage that lasted during a golf game, and then you divorced at the end of the game.
End of the game.
Now, what happened on that one? Right.
That was the fourth marriage. Yeah, you're right.
Was, right?
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
No, wait a second. It was either the third or fourth.
All right, so let me sum up. You're saying that you...
Is there a commercial coming? Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, I'm saying.
Okay, good.
You're saying now you come to us and say you want your Beach Boys money. No one can doubt that, right?
Well, I want the credit. And
I'd
like
Beach Boy
to
money.
have some money.
Right.
Because, if $10 million exchanged hands over $5 million went to Brian's attorney who handled the suit.
Where's your... Right, you wrote the song.
I beg your pardon.
Okay, I agree with you. I can't argue with you on that.
Yeah.
And you also say that this marriage will last forever, the new marriage.
Well, you know what will last forever, Howard.
Okay, we'll see.
I think this is a time in my life when I've met someone who is...
You've done it wrong a couple of times. Now you know it's the right thing.
And I didn't rush...
You're being generous.
Howard, I didn't exactly rush into it. We have a 6-year-old son.
Yeah, I mean, you've known each other a while.
And you just got married.
Right. That's smart. That's the way to get married. Believe me. Wait 6 years, see if it lasts.
He's such a cutie. He says that, his son reminds him of Brian.
Yeah.
So how long did you wait to name him?
Nice.
He didn't remind you of Brian at birth.
That's right.
No, we named him Brian. Right.
They know.
It's on the birth certificate.
They know. And now they tell me at court, you carry a surfboard into the courtroom because you want to show the judge that you...
Hey, I could have written
these songs. All right, that's it.
Funny you should say that. I was thinking of bringing in the whole thing and setting up the courtroom like a living room at our house. Show them how you did it.
Yes, exactly.
Show them how you did it. I was going to have my sister bring down the harp. My sister Maureen played the harp on In My Room and Catch a Wave.
Exactly.
Right?
Yes,
so
do it.
And I'm going to recite the lyrics, the Chuck Berry lyrics that got me into the alliteration that I used in Chuck Berry's... when I got on a city bus and found your vacant seat, I thought I saw my future bride walking up the street. I shouted to the driver, "Hey conductor, you must slow down. I think I see you. Please let me off the bus." Name Jean, okay. Then that got me into that alliteration style. I love the way he bent his lyrics around the notes and stuff. So, let's see. Well, she got her daddy's car and she cruised through the hamburger stand now.
Same thing. So you got to prove to the judge.
Seems she forgot all about the library like she told her old man now.
Yes.
And with the radio blasting goes cruising just as fast as she can now. See the way you run.
We're gonna have fun.
Really?
Oh boy. Don't cry, Howard. Let Mike do it.
Yeah, you do it, Mike.
Howard,
sorry.
Howard, I love you, Howard.
All right.
I'm here because I know you understand dealing with the government.
Of course. I'm a guy. You understand everything.
No, you do.
That's right.
You know.
I understand
because
that.
when I thought, who would I want to go on and explain something to?
Explain it to me. That's so.
Right.
I'm like a judge.
Well, no, if not a judge, at least an interpreter.
Are you kidding? I'm like a mental patient.
You're going to explain it to Rick and Suds?
Yeah, Rick and Suds.
Moby Grape.
Moby, which disc jockey should I pick? Cousin Brucey, Moby the Worm, or Rick and Suds?
Oh, please.
So I'll go to Howard Stern and explain the case.
Break.
All right, listen, Mike.
The poor man.
Let me take a break.
Go ahead.
And then we'll come back. I got to wrap up and do all that stuff.
I understand.
Because let me tell you something. This legal stuff's too complicated for my small head. Believe me, I understand. Mike's judge in the case, his head was spinning like a dreidel in court. Nobody knows what's going on. All right.
See, you can diss the judge, and I can dig that, but I'm in front of the man.
No, you got to make sure the judge. You got to make sure the judge is on your side.
Either that, or I'll be in county general jail down there, that county jail.
No, you got to be careful.
7,000 inmates down there.
Absolutely.
And it ain't no OJ suites up there.
I bet you. I mean, you'll be in the real jail.
OJ's got the carpeting, the VCR,
and the workout.
Paula Barbieri comes by, you know, that kind of thing. But Dr. Love, if
it would be a disaster.
If I say anything in court unkindly towards the system, they might take me out.
That's right. And you don't need
read
that
me
at this
my
point in your life.
Mirandas.
Yeah, that's right.
My Miranda rights.
Mike Love is here of the Beach Boys. Believe me, he goes to jail to be Schwinterland. He's a very handsome man. Very handsome man.
He'll be married again.
He'll be married again to a guy. That'll be your 7th marriage. You don't want that. All right, let's take a break. Mike Love is here, and then when we come back, we will, I don't know, I'm going to whip Mike into shape right after these words. Let's see what you say to Muhammad Ali. I love that. When you go wild, when you start wishing him salam alaikum, that's the best. What, do you remember this?
Oh, yeah.
As I continue to do we did about 180 performances last year. I like to see the mop tops match that.
Mop tops? The mop tops. The mop tops.
Yeah, I was getting...
You were angry at the
Beatles. I like to see Mick Jagger get out on the stage and do I Get Around versus Jumpin' Jack Flash any day now.
But why do you want to see that?
What does that mean? Now, see, that totally lost me.
Because he's afraid to get on stage with the Beach Boys. That's why.
You challenged him to that, and he said no?
He didn't say no.
You want to do Battle of the Bands with the Stones?
I do want to do Battle of the Beach Boys versus the Stones.
Now, there's a pay-per-view event.
That's before it's all over for Mick. You know, he lost that, somebody.
He lost that energy.
Yeah, no, I didn't say that. One of the guys...
Bill Wyman.
Bill Wyman, right.
Yeah.
You're saying that the Beach Boys will outlast the Rolling Stones.
No, I didn't say that.
What are you saying?
I'm saying that I think it'd be fun to get in a Coliseum, go to Wembley Stadium, and then the finals. Best 2 out of 3. The final is in Australia.
Mike's wild. Listen, that's how things happen.
I thought this was supposed to be music.
No, this is like a boxing match for Mike.
Just read Muhammad Ali's book, The Greatest.
All right, I hear you.
Now, a lot of people are going to...
Who will judge the contest? Judge Ito? Will he judge the Beach Boys versus the Stones?
No, but he'll listen to your live blow-by-blow commentary.
Okay, gotcha.
Out of this room tonight thinking that Mike Love is crazy. Well, they've been saying that for years. Ain't nothing new about that. But what I'm talking about is forget this room. The United States is 6% of the population in the world. That's why I came here tonight with Muhammad Ali. Muhammad.
Wait, this is good. This is cool.
The Islamic nations, man. It's a big, serious thing around the world.
People don't understand that.
Got to cool them out.
They think that the only thing in the world is the United States.
And we're only 6%.
We're only 6%.
I didn't realize that.
Mike knows everything. Mike's an expert.
You're too cryptic.
We're 6%.
Cold and cryptic.
By the way, on this night, very few people know all 6 of Mike Love's wives were at the same table.
And we can get them
if they can get them together, they can get anybody
together.
If
you believe that, I got a car in New Jersey. I'll bless you.
Salam alaikum.
Salam alaikum. Salam.
Alaikum salam.
That was good. Salam alaikum. But anyway, listen, Mike.
Yes, Howard.
I want to wish you luck with the lawsuit.
Thank you.
Because I believe you will win.
Well, it's not about winning, really. I want to liberate my cousin. He's so guilt-ridden from having cheated me in the first place.
When's the last time you saw him?
In court during the opening statements of the trial.
Did he shoot your look? Was he like...
No. He wants to settle. He called me 2 years ago when we were in New York. He called me at the Riga Royal and said, Mike, let's get together. I want to settle. You were right to sue me. I owe you money. I want to pay you. Let's get together. But the conservator, his name is Jerome Billet, and
he feels you should wait.
No, it feels I should wait. No,
he doesn't want to pay you.
No, he's kind of
he's in charge. He's waiting for the lawyers to work it out. He's waiting for the lawyers to work it out.
No, they will never work it out.
No,
I got to go in there
and sue and
rock and roll.
Right, I understand. I hear what you're saying.
And then that will force.
And Brian, at this point, he's a little bit out. Is he as docile as Barney? You know, the children's dinosaur.
They've got him pretty well well doped up.
Do they?
Yeah, half a dozen medications every day.
My goodness. And it is a drag. And it's unfortunate.
Yes,
it is unfortunate.
Very unfortunate.
But all right, so listen, you got to go ahead with the lawsuit.
I still wonder if all of the Beach Boys would have been able to be in that room that night. You know, Mike, because, you know, you guys had some problems.
What do you mean? In what room?
We were all there.
In what room? Oh, at the...
At the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. Well, you know, the Beach Boys are missing a few people, too.
No, just one.
Yeah.
Our cousin Dennis was...
Right, who died.
And you had a restraining order to keep you two apart, right?
Whom?
You had a restraining order to keep who apart?
Moi? Restraining order? No, I never had a restraining order.
Who had the restraining order? Because they were supposed to stay 20 feet apart even on stage.
Well,
oh, that's right. Yeah, but what was that all about? That period in the Beach Boys history where you and Dennis had to stay 20 feet apart?
That's a whole other show.
Oh, is it really? Is that the next time you come back?
Yeah, the chapter is called The Rocky Road.
Yeah, that was pretty wild.
Yeah, when I come by with my book,
right?
You know, your book is done and is doing well. And
your book is going to do very well.
Mazel tov.
Thank you.
You know, I think it's fabulous, and I love it.
So you're saying the next time you come back, you're going to explain to us why you had a what is it, Gary?
Well, no, I read one of these books. I don't know what you think of this particular book, Heroes and Villains. Is that a thumbs up or a thumbs down?
Well, I would say it's cut off the thumbs.
Really? Yeah, but that bad.
In the book it said that Mike and Dennis would sometimes have fist fights on stage.
But that's fun.
And they had to sort of stay...
No wonder the Stones won't do battle with you. You would beat up Mick Jagger, wouldn't you?
Oh, Howard.
You've lived a wild life, haven't you?
Oh, Howard, how could you say such a thing? I'm a peace and love kind of guy. I really am.
Hey, wake up. That's theater. You keep doing that on stage, I'm telling you, you'll be sold out every night.
Well, it worked for Guns N' Roses.
It certainly did.
You know.
Hey, listen, things happen in a band.
Things do happen.
All right, so the next time you come back, you're going to tell me why you and Dennis
couldn't be more than 20 feet between
on stage.
You.
No, I don't understand that. Now, I don't remember a restraining order.
Well, that's what
Dennis
they said in this one book.
Well, see, that book has problems.
There
was problems with reality.
Was there a court order?
No court order.
No court order.
No. But my brother Stan once. Remodeled Dennis's forehead with a telephone.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, Stan Love, Portland, Oregon. 6'8.5", 6'9", you know.
So you two guys never had a restraining order against each other. You and Dennis.
You could be together on stage.
Well, we were together on stage. He once jumped on my back at the
Now, why would he do that?
Well, he was upset with me for some reason.
Well, I
think it was...
This sounds good.
Like, you know, he was dating...
We're not supposed to get into that. That's another time. No, we do that when we come out and promote the book. My book.
Will you address that in your book?
Brian had a book called Wouldn't It Be Nice, right?
Right.
Which he didn't write, is what he says. So... now, Mike Love is going to have the book Good Vibrations.
I see. So you were going to write about this episode You will? Absolutely. And you will come and tell me about it?
Write about all episodes.
All right.
But you see, everybody has a different perspective of reality.
Sure.
Yes.
Know? I mean, somebody...
Oh, I know that. Look at Jackie over there. He's laughing at things that aren't even funny.
Yeah, well...
Yeah, right. All right, listen, Mike, when you come back with your book, which you're going to write tomorrow, I hope,
Yeah, please write this chapter.
Write that chapter and then come back and tell me what happened between you and your cousin.
We'll write one of the chapters.
All right.
The basis from which we'll make the book deal.
Excellent.
You know how that is.
Yeah, I know how that works.
I'll call you when you're off the air and you can tell me who your agent is.
Absolutely, I certainly will. And the great Don Buchwald, super agent.
That's right.
Right.
And then that chapter. Okay. Then we'll.
Excellent. Well, the next time Mike comes back, he will explain why him and his cousin had to be apart on stage. That's a good story.
Yeah.
That I want to hear. Mike, first of all, I want to congratulate you on your lawsuit. Number one. Number two, of course, all the Beach Boys' success.
Thank you.
And number three, your most recent marriage, which I think will last at least 6 months. Yeah. So I think it's going to last a very short time. Okay, so anyway, the great Mike Love, ladies and gentlemen. And Mike, I'll be watching the lawsuit carefully, all right?
Yeah.
That's right.
Thank
all right.
You, Howard.
And by the way, his wife's lawyer's on the phone now, so he has to leave.
Not really.
Just to go, no, I'm just kidding.
No,
the great Mike Love.
Fortunately, we have the same lawyer.
Yes. Oh, you do?
So it'll be all right.
The great Mike Love, everybody. And who's your buddy over here again?
Oh, that's Ronald Luxemburg.
Oh, Ronald Luxemburg, huh?
We walked down from the hotel to here, about 16 blocks. It felt like about 60.
Ron, what do you do for Mike? What do you do?
I'm his consultant.
Oh, you are?
Yes.
He's
another Jewish consultant?
He's trying to avoid saying he's in the record business for 30 years.
Well, my prediction is Ron will be your 7th wife. What do you think of that? The way you two are gazing at each other. Yeah, I think there's love in the room. All right, very good.
All right.
And Ron, get out of Billy's lap, will you? All right, very nice. All right, the great Ron Alexenberg, of course, and of course the even greater Mike Love.
Thank you, Howard.
All right, the true Beach Boy, who wrote all these songs and never got credit, and I'm against that. He deserves credit. We'll be back right after these words.
Thank you very much.